Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy
Killing
Monday,
it,
happy
wasn't
Monday,
it?
happy Monday, happy Monday. It's your boy Jumpman Jones. You're now live aside episode 300 and what's this, 19? 19? 319 of the Kicking Shit podcast. Joining me today are the usual suspects. Behind the camera, we got D Chocolate Delight, the woman queen. She is the king. She is the homie.
Take your time.
Queen.
Sound like you at a blackjack table.
She, her pronouns.
She, her, them. To my right, man, it's my boy. It's my partner. It's the funny. It's the talented. Jails, a.k.a. Jelly. Put him on the bread till he's fed. Young Picasso, your GD Super. My man, the Beyond Don, James D. Jellyfish, man. What's going on, my brother?
Still trying
And to my left is my boy. It is my partner. It is my dog. It's Mr. Jukebox Johnny, a.k.a. Crown Daddy, a.k.a. Crown Poppy, or the El Himador Poppy. The Avion Don, the Terramana God, the Malargo Ho, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Give it right back to you because she got hematoma. It's my dog. Oh, shit, wrong button.
Daddy, are you on the radio?
What's going on, Jukebox?
What up, man? Shout out to y'all. You heard me? Black men in the
nothing. You
building.
heard me.
On all streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, and you can find us on YouTube. And if you're watching this broadcast, like, subscribe, and comment. Other than that, man, how you guys doing? How you feeling? What's
Johnny,
good?
You remember when one of your aliases was the Hoochie Daddy King?
Wait, what's it?
Nigga, what
That
was
nigga was the Hoochie Daddy King. Y'all remember that shit?
That
Nigga used
was
to-
probably a long time
That
ago.
must
and I
have
feel
been.
like it
I
was
know
one
the
of
When
those-
that
Hoochie
nigga
era.
used to wear them Wiz Khalifa shorts.
Oh, yeah. I saw them today. I was about to put them
that
on
nigga
y'all.
still wear shorts.
Yeah. But
What are you talking
a
about?
little
That
bit of the
nigga
butt cheek
still
hang out
wear
the back.
shorts.
Come on now.
This
Okay.
nigga here is
Yo,
crazy.
that's, gay. That's exactly
I just, okay.
All right.
You know what? If you like a little air back there, it's okay.
Right.
Not a little air back there. A little air back there is wild.
Look, people like looking. You know what I'm saying? That's how
I
you
was
get the
about to
ladies.
say, most girls, when they be wearing their little shorts out, they don't.
I be seeing a whole bunch of
Yeah,
butt cheeks.
nigga, they be airing that thing out,
Right.
I guess.
I be saying that shit too.
They all of them got them gym shorts.
Don't let our forefathers come up here and see that.
With
Man,
them.
fuck them.
Niggas gonna be like, damn. George Washington gonna be like, damn, America.
Nah, we don't count.
That shit crazy.
Stupid.
I got white butt cheeks, black butt cheeks, everything going around here in America.
I love seeing ass just hanging out in public.
Me too. It's like,
Like-
I
it's like a
low
sweet
key
treat.
appreciate the person for wearing that out
Yeah,
in
see,
public.
That's why people be wearing that bullshit.
Because the
The
nigga
only
like
fucked
me.
up thing is you gotta like look on the sly.
Yeah.
Cause you can't be like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
can't be
gotta-
obvious about it, but you gotta be like, all right, I see that ass.
I sneaking little booty. I seen an ass out in Target had on one of them little tennis skirts, but hers is so short you can just see the cheek. I was like, ooh.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna just start blatantly staring at people.
Hey man, go ahead and put your
Then
riz.
you gonna
as
look
the
like a
kids say,
weirdo.
Exactly. That's
Put
the
the
point.
riz
That's
on
the
'em.
point.
Yeah, that's the point.
Can I help you?
I seen this Spanish
I'm looking at
girl
that
today.
ass. You
She
know what
had
you wear
some
them shorts for?
Very nice legs on her. It looked like she played soccer or something, maybe running a lot. I was like, wow.
Oh,
I've
she
never
did.
been like turned on by a pair of legs before.
Wow, nice legs, huh?
I said,
like to
this is
see it,
crazy.
Like to see it.
That's some like shit. Like the gym is like that. Every now and then you see a nice pair of legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
like
gym
that.
is just like whenever I go to like a real gym or just not like that the family gym. When I go to like a gym like that, I'm always shocked. I'm like, damn, people really out here dressing like they on Instagram.
Oh yeah. They be in there. They be in there.
Shit crazy out here.
It's very crazy, man.
Speaking of the opposite sex, man, we're gonna start in content this week, man. I do want to start with Love Is Blind, just because
LIB, baby.
it's fresh on my mind. We got Love Is Blind season 7 right now. If you're not watching it, catch up. You got time to catch up. Ain't nothing really major happened yet. But this is what I wanted to ask you, man.
Yes.
So you had seen all of it before I seen it.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what happened with dude, because I still don't.
What, Tim and Alex?
I still don't see why she. Yeah, I still don't see why.
I kind of guess what happened. Sounds like when they left that little shindig out at the beach, sounds like she might just been in some type of mood, and he was trying to figure out what was wrong with her, and she's basically saying like, "Don't worry about it. It ain't nothing going on. It ain't nothing you did." type shit, but she still wouldn't tell him what was up. And I think he was kind of prying a little bit to try to figure out, you just make sure it wasn't him. And I guess that trick ticked her off a little bit, so she kind of gave him attitude, and he gave her attitude. And I think it just got a little bit heated. And I think she like he probably tried to call her out on something, and she called him what I think she called him was a bitch.
Definitely called him a bitch.
And she put her hands on him. Sounds like.
Oh no.
Oh, I missed that.
Well, she said she put her like face on her hand over his mouth, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like no. It was probably aggressive.
I think it was okay. So
Yeah,
I do
still,
think
don't
it
do that
was.
shit.
Yeah.
I think it was that he might. I definitely think she called him a bitch, but now I'm starting to think that maybe he's just referring to the fact that he put hands on.
Yeah. He got a lot to be mad about from the way I'm telling the story.
Well, that's why I was trying
I
to
don't
figure
know
out.
what the real story is.
The only reason I'm leading with this because I'm trying to figure out like how you relating to him.
I just, shit. Because he's like a real laid back dude. And I feel that too. Some people might not think that what their issues are small. But like when she said something about she don't let nothing fly. Like everything gotta be addressed. Like when they were talking, I think they were either outside talking, something like that. But they were just talking about, and he said that he is a guy that just he don't get mad. So he was basically saying it's okay because I don't get mad at anything.
Shit.
But then they got mad at each other
I
that
was gonna
night.
say every time somebody said that.
Every time somebody
Yeah.
said it, but I feel like somebody got to pull it out of you. And just for the listeners, real
But
quick.
yeah, I feel on that because I really don't get mad, and if I do, then it's like, damn, you really pushed me here.
Yeah, hold on. Before we get back there,
Yep,
just
yep.
for the listeners here, just so y'all not lights, we discussing Love is Blind season 7. If you ain't watched it yet, we talking about one of the couples, Alex and what's his name?
Tim.
Alex and Tim.
Alex and Tim.
And if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert. But Johnny was saying in our group chat that he kind of related to dude, and I was trying to figure out how. So that's why I was leading with this.
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
lost after I watched. I was like, this he ain't like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he laid back, but at the same time, well, that wasn't really my question. Real quick, my question was her wanting to address everything.
I was
Yeah, I hear that.
wondering,
It's a
was that
mic. It's a mic. Somebody touched their mic.
Is it me again?
Somebody. Anybody touch something.
I was wondering. That might be me.
Yeah, it's one of y'all. But nah, her saying that she wanted to address everything, I don't see a problem with that. I feel like that's most women, like wanting to address everything got to be addressed. So I really was trying to I was really struggling to figure out man, I don't know. He seemed cool. She seemed cool. She didn't present crazy to me just yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I just got that vibe from her.
I feel you. I feel like even in the argument where I was like, she wasn't being accountable. Even in that argument space, she was so calm.
Yeah. She probably wasn't. And then I think the liquor sometimes too.
The liquor, I was about
Yeah.
to say, everybody was drunk.
Yeah. I'm one of the people. I really don't want to have a serious conversation when I've been drinking.
No.
But I know some people still would be like, I'm talking about it right now.
Cause
Nah,
you drunk.
You can't do it.
You drunk. I think that's the worst time to try to get serious. You know, I've been one of those people that's tried to get serious when I'm drunk, but I
Yeah.
know the next day, bruh, first of all, I probably said some shit I shouldn't have said.
Yeah, that you just ain't really got your wits about you because
Yeah.
you already. If you having a serious conversation, you probably coming down for having a good time. So you probably already upset that now you gotta have this serious conversation after having a good time drinking.
I was gonna say it depends on the situation, because you can let some shit out. You know what I'm saying? That should be the truth.
Yeah.
But it's just like you should have said it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was drunk or not. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. In some cases, it's just some people need to hear the shit.
Without watching it, it sound like that's kind of what happened. It sound like a lot of shit got said between them two that would have never got said. But you gotta think, you meeting somebody in an unconventional way. So honestly, I was watching that shit today. I was like, yeah, we was in the pods dating, but this their first time really meeting each other. They don't know
Yeah.
each other. So they probably now she picked up on your vibe, but now she might have she might have called you a bitch off the rip because she might have thought you was a bitch for all that whining you was doing inside the pods. That could have been going through her mind, and now it's coming to fruition in it because of the liquor got you talking. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like words like that, you felt like that off the rip, like you said.
Yeah.
She probably felt like that off the
I
rip.
think we talked about this Monday, or maybe we talked about it before we recorded Monday. But we were just saying how sometimes people, when you argue with a white person and they call you a nigger, after they just fed up and they don't know what else to say, they call you a nigger. kind of like when somebody, I feel like a lot of times women do that with men. They'll call them a bitch once they like reach their point. They'll either say you got a little dick or you a bitch, something like that.
Yeah. I feel like women do that shit to test shit. Like I feel like it's a woman's privilege. Like let me test him. Let me see what he gonna do. I really how do you expect a man to respond to being called a bitch?
Well, yeah, you gotta think if a man called him a bitch, then that's pretty much fighting words. So with a woman calling you a bitch, you have to have this type of self-control because it's gonna
I can't slap you.
It's gonna trigger you to be like upset.
Yeah,
because you know they trying their best to disrespect.
Is
you.
that? But is that how you handle it? Like how do you handle it?
Shit, just walk away.
Yeah, it's like,
that's all you can do.
Yeah, you could try to, but I feel like I'm not sure if this situation he said he was trying to leave and she wouldn't let him leave.
I mean, he said, well, they sleep in different places.
Yeah, because I think he said during the argument that he was trying to leave. And again, this is just it could not be like that. Everybody got their own perspective. But I think he was saying he was trying to leave, and she was like, "No, why you leaving? Why you leaving?" I think that might have been why she called him a bitch when he was trying to leave.
It could be. I can't wait to see what actually happened. Yeah. Like I need to see what actually happened.
You ever called a man the B word, D?
Yo, yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want to get to.
I can feel it in my bones.
Have I ever called a man a bitch? Mm-hmm. No.
That's what's up.
I have 1,000+ words to make you feel inadequate in the moment that you pissed me the fuck off.
Let me ask you this though.
Well, never mind that.
when your woman friends, if you know women who've done this, what is the expected outcome from the man? And if you know men who've been called this by women, like what did they do? Like, are we on the right lines? Is there a way to check them? Do you choke them? Like, what do you do?
No, I think like now I will say in the midst of talking to my people, if somebody just be like trying to explain what a guy did and da 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 da, I've heard it where it's like, oh, so he just a bitch ass nigga. Like I've heard that, and it's like, okay, it sums up a lot. But essentially, if somebody calls you a bitch as a man, your best bet, your most rational, I guess, thing to do in the moment. You've mentioned it before in another situation. Just don't react. And I know it's hard sometimes because that's the first thing you want to do is like, who the fuck are you talking to? But in that case, you kind of have to remind whoever is disrespecting you, man or woman, in that moment, I'm not a bitch. Who are you talking to? And you just can't react. You just gotta let them feel stupid in the moment because it seems as though I haven't made it that far yet. But from what I've been reading, what I've heard, it seems as though she knew she fucked up. If that's what she said, she knew she fucked up. But I also have been kind of reading that she's not very accountable. So in that moment, you just kind of, I ain't gonna say let it slide, but like don't let it get you out of your character. Like you have to check the person in the moment. But like don't talk to me like that, or who the fuck are you talking to? And just leave it at that. Like let them feel stupid because they're gonna feel stupid.
I can't say what I would have did if I was drunk. I can't.
Now, if you're drunk, that's different. Like I
mean, it
can see
happened
somebody
while I was drunk. So
I can see somebody reacting.
I
but
appreciate
would
him not
hope-
reacting.
Yeah, you're a good man. Seemed like to me.
Yeah, I would hope that you just let
Right.
that shit go.
It's hard, man. I mean, everybody done kind of been in a situation like that before, but it's hard. Like, especially if she talk about she not letting them leave. So now she kind of like grabbing on you, trying to just block you from getting out the door. And it's like you can throw her out the way, but that's abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or so you just sit there and you stuck arguing with this girl.
Or
I
you
wish
jump out the window.
I wish he would have just walked away when she said it's nothing. It's nothing. Like that's one thing.
Yeah, that too.
That's one thing I've learned. Like I used to be the guy where like, oh, it's nothing. And you're like, nah, something bothering me. I gotta get out of it. Now, if it's nothing, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going back.
Let me know if you ever want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm going back to the party. I'm going back to the good time. Right. You can sit over there, pout, and be angry. When you ready to address it, we'll address it.
Because I guess he thought that she was acting that way because of something he did or said. So he's like, no, me, if I did something, let me know. But he didn't believe her when she said that it's not you. Something else happened.
Even if that's the case, like even if I feel like it's something I did now, you gonna tell me what I did at the appropriate time. Let me get back over here. We having a good time. Continue drinking, having a good time. Mm-hmm. If we come home, hey, you good? Yep. All right, I'm going to bed. Like if you don't want to talk about it, I'm not gonna try to force you to talk about it.
If you think if you would have did that, it would have avoided a whole bunch of stuff.
And it may have, but also it would have highlighted. It would have required her to step up to the plate because if she's the same person that says like I ain't gonna let nothing slide or I'm all about bringing something to the forefront, da 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 da. Yeah. Hey, he just been like, all right, well I'm here. when you ready to talk about it and left it alone, and then she got attitude, he could remind her, well, you said if there is an issue that involves me, you would bring it to me, and I've asked you.
I ain't even gonna remind you. We going to bed. So now we can wake up sober, and if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But if you don't never, if
it
you
ain't
don't
gonna bother you,
not no more. Not no more. I reached a level where like I just let that shit go. You know what I'm saying?
It's very
Because
stoic of you.
To me, that is another way of emotional entrapment. I can't think of the word, but
Intelligence? How like they get you?
yeah, they're
Kinda
getting you. Like it's like
emotional abuse a little bit.
I know. I feel like, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know this to be true. This is just me. I'm speaking for me. I feel like women are very emotionally aware of how they can tug at a man's heartstrings, and so I feel like they know how to play on. No, I feel like they know how to play on our emotions. And so in the case that I'm asking you, and you pouting and you don't want to talk about it, fine. Another case in point. All right, we all the couples. We come out the pod. They in Mexico having a good time. The white couple.
Yeah.
The ex-punter. I can't think of her name. I'm sorry, y'all. I
Yeah, I
never
can't
know the white
remember
couple's
the
name.
white girl's name.
I got you.
But she remind me of Chelsea Part 2.
Hannah,
she is
Hannah and Nick.
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah. What was the girl from last season? With the
That
big
was
chin?
Chelsea.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chelsea Part 2. So it's just like, hey, he's like, hey, you want to come ride the ducks? So the whole situation was they at the resort. There's some little ducks out there. He like, man, I'm about to go ride the ducks. You know what I'm saying? They just chatting, having a good time. They getting to know each other. He like, yo, I'm drunk. They probably drunk. Yo, I'm about to go ride the ducks. She like, nah, I'm good. Some lady at the resort sees it like, I want to come ride the ducks too. He's like, shit, come on. And now she in her bag. And what really pissed me off was when she come back here. Like, don't snap at me, dog. Like, I'm not a pet. And then she gets mad. And the lady's like, oh, she is so jealous. She is jealous.
Yeah.
But nobody meant any harm. Like, I like the way he handled that. Like, oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing. And she held on to it for the day, and then she wanted to address it at the end of the day. Now, the one thing he did do that was wrong, like, he didn't pay attention to the fact that she felt the way.
Right.
Like, yeah, you don't think it's a big thing, but for some reason, this is a big deal for her. And if you're going to be married, then...
Yeah, he kept trying to tell her why it wasn't a big deal instead of just like, all right.
I already see the couples that's not making it.
But bro,
Yeah, I feel you.
that's just like a female to be. I don't want
Watch
to get
your
on.
motherfucking mouth.
I don't want to
start
get
that.
on the ducks, and then another woman get on the. Ooh, what are you doing? Like what? Come on, bro. Like
I see where she was coming from though.
I think in that moment, like she should have just said, I don't want to ride the ducks, or I want to, spend time with you in another way. But him trying to downplay it probably was what made it worse.
Yeah.
I'm with I'm with James. Like, it's always, hey, I invited you. Now you see somebody else about to have fun with me. Now you're gonna be jealous, and now we got to have a conversation. What I will do is hold that because she feel away. We'll have a conversation because you feel away. I'll give it some time and bring it to your attention that you need to check that jealousy. We won't check it because you got a problem right now. We'll check your problem first, but we're going to check that because I don't want that later on down the line.
Yeah.
Like, if I invite you to do something, hop on it. If you're going to feel away when somebody else join me, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, I would just try to lay down some type of ground rule here. That way it's not always a thing. Because that lady was like 60 years old, 50 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But it's the whole fact that it's another woman
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the damn
yeah,
ducks
like-
with your ass. You
That
know
shit
what I'm
She already
saying?
said she had a lot of insecurities.
That shit pissed me off
But
when I
the
see
fact that she
should.
started off the whole, whenever they do the introductions of themselves, you could tell she was insecure because she said, I like the fact that I don't have, or that people can't see me, because then they can't judge me based on
Yeah.
like my weight or whatever.
Yeah, she kept saying that she thought that he would see her and not like her.
And he don't. I'm going to tell you right now, he don't like her.
Yeah, I don't think she likes him either, though.
They don't like each other. Alex and what you call it was going to work out, but I can see that's not going to work out.
Yeah, stay strong, Tim.
Ashley, the only one I feel like is getting married.
Oh, yeah, it's always
Her
that
and
one
Tyler.
couple, Ashley and Tyler.
Ashley and Ty, Brittany and Leo, the
I don't-
blonde chick with the
They might
inheritance.
make
The
it.
Asian,
The Asian chick.
chick.
Yeah, they might make it.
No. Brittany and Leo is the guy that's inherited all that money.
Oh,
he
they're
didn't
not
make
making it.
He didn't
Yeah,
make it.
they didn't
Oh,
make it.
okay.
They didn't make it.
Marissa and Ramses.
That's the.
They're not making it either because she is now. Yo, let's get to it.
She a free spirit.
Yes, you seen it.
Oh,
you seen
shit.
it. You seen it. So Marissa is one of them girls that's like, I'll fuck everybody in this goddamn room.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I
she
got that
one of
vibe
them,
from
not a
her.
hoe, but just like she
Oh,
cool.
no, she's a hoe.
She cool. You know what I'm saying? Like she just free spirited. And like, as soon as they get to the spot, they fucking.
Yeah.
They getting it in. Her and dude. You know what I'm saying? So he's straight. Like this nigga's in La La Land.
He chilling.
But when you see the trailer, baby girl, like, shit, this the white boy I missed out on?
Yeah.
You want some pussy too? Like,
Yeah, and she was the one kind of initiating all the conversations about sex with all the other girls.
oh, there was a point in there where they was like, what they say? She was like, we can all just have an orgy right now or some
Yeah.
shit. And they was,
Oh, wow.
and the
I
white
was
girl
like,
was
yeah.
like, nah, I'm good on that.
I would have picked her.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
have.
yeah,
when I
yeah,
was
that's your
looking-
type,
When I
though.
was looking at the girls, I was like, I probably would have went with her.
He definitely would have with her.
Okay.
That was the only one I seen you would like.
Yeah.
Monica and Steven,
Monica.
They
That- I
didn't
think
make
that
it.
might be.
the
That's not,
biracial couple.
yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, logic.
Yo, he's cheating on her. I don't understand how you go in the pod with a dude who says, yo, I gotta tell you, I cheated before. You say, oh, wow, appreciate you being honest. I do want to go on a date with you later, cheater.
Yeah. Well, he hit her with the story like he had did the work. Because, we in the therapy era now. So all you got to really do is say you working
I
on
did
yourself.
the work, yeah.
And she was like, okay, well, at least he's in therapy. That's a big step.
This nigga was a red flag from the jump. I voted for Trump.
Oh, yeah, that part.
That was the first red
Didn't he
flag.
say he did an ancestry test?
That's my second
Yeah.
red flag.
How you black,
I-
you voted for Trump?
My second red flag was you went to do this ancestry and you like are touting about the fact that you 3/5 black.
Nigga, happy as hell, too. Power to the
Alright.
people.
All right, that don't give you the slide. He can't say the N word. I'm sorry.
Nah,
No.
he definitely wants
He
to.
cannot say the N word, but he wants to.
Oh, he definitely going to try.
That was his second red flag. And like I said, I'll see the third red flag right now in their whole relationship is the fact she's not even sexually attracted to him. She said that.
Yeah.
She said that
He
like
is kind of weird looking.
yes, she said
Yeah, all
you
the
talking
kisses
then?
look like forced.
Yeah, he was like putting his hands on her face. White guys, man. I see why y'all get no pussy.
Okay.
I feel like white guys get a lot of butt. I feel like white guys will get a lot of butt.
Johnny on a fucking road. Man.
But the trailer hinted at he probably cheated.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he cheats on her. But that's it. I don't want to stay on this too long, man. I did want to just
See y'all
I wanted
next
to get
week. We
that out
got
the
a
way.
lot to recap next week.
Yeah, man. But what are y'all watching? What y'all looking at?
Yeah, Lord.
Y'all gonna whisper. I'm going straight to the Penguin.
I was gonna say I'm ready for the next episode of Penguin to come out. I wish they
shit
would have
like
dropped
that.
everything at once.
Me too.
Hold on,
like
time out, y'all. Time out. On the fair flag on the play. You not watching the Penguin?
No.
The biggest comic book
Boy, it's
person
good.
on this show. You not watching the
May I
I'm gonna
ask
tell
why?
you why.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not watching it because I don't like Robert Pattinson Batman.
Oh.
And this
But
is
he's not
Robert-
in this one, though.
I know, but it's Robert Pattinson Penguin.
So you don't want to support the universe.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
You missing out on a lot.
That's cool. That's cool.
And that Batman is pretty cool.
You missing out on the Sopranos of DC.
Yeah.
Like this shit.
Robert
good.
Pattinson probably like number 3
I
for
want to
me.
know in 319, James said he don't want to see this shit. So when we go forward, don't bring this shit back up.
Oh,
He gonna see this shit.
He gonna see it. And
He
he
gonna
gonna be
On
like,
accident
yo.
one day. Be like, what's this? They didn't got me.
Yo, shout out to whoever created this show, man. This show is amazing.
It is really good.
It's fantastic.
I heard Agatha was actually hitting.
Man,
like it.
I can't
Ain't
get
nobody
into
watching that
Agatha.
pussy
I've been
ass
trying.
Oh, damn.
I ain't
Nobody
gonna say
watching
all
that
that. I
pussy
was
Talk
ass
about
show, nigga.
I'm
strong
a
face
binge. I'm
ass
way too-
penguin, but you gonna be mad at Agatha.
Agatha
Yeah.
bitch ass
People
ain't got
can't even do
I don't
shit.
like it, but I'm
Listen.
going to wait till it finish and binge it.
Penguin put them hoes in what's his name, Maroney Kid.
Yeah.
Like, he put them hoes in put them in the trunk, dropped the body off to the sister with the pinky cut off. Like this shit is good.
Man, fuck
The fact
penguin.
that he set that up,
Yes, that
Like,
shit had
Very smart.
the
Very smart.
timing is crazy.
My mic fell.
it is dropping.
Okay. But hey man, that nigga
Other
can't
side.
do nothing but waddle. Who's scared of that nigga?
He got a
Nah.
cleft foot.
Yeah,
He got
man.
a clip foot.
Yeah.
I'm about to whoop your ass.
He ain't a fighter, bro. He's just a real good, like, crime boss.
He a goon, man.
Yeah.
He a goon.
Yeah, like he a goon that's trying to accelerate to boss. Like he trying to become the Penguin. But right now he a part of a crime family. Like he a soldier. So he do soldier work. But he working this plan with I think it's the Maroni. Is the Maroni who's in jail?
Sal.
Sal is in jail. He's working a deal with Sal and the Maroney. I think
They trying to bring
family.
down the Maroney family.
They're trying to bring him down. So he's like in the family, but he's working low key working against them, man. So he's got this whole plan working to take over and get this new drug out on the street. The eye drops. I don't know if you remember the eye drops. It was in Batman.
It's a good show, man. You should watch it.
Yeah, it's a real good show.
He interested. He gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm like you. I wish they would have dropped just do 2 episodes a week or something.
Nah.
They could have just dropped the whole thing,
Yeah, I don't understand. That's why I
or at
started
least
watching.
like drop half of it and then hold out on the last one.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But I started watching Fight Night, and
Yeah,
I
that
thought
shit-
it was finished. And when I got to the 7th episode, I thought that was it. But they got one more episode. But that shit pretty good. And then they got the podcast to go along with it. And I started listening to the podcast. It's actually a pretty good podcast too. And it's like 15 to 20-minute episodes on the podcast.
So
I'm gonna have to
what's
watch
Fight
this.
Night?
Fight Night. So Ali, this is Ali's first fight out of jail for dodging the war. Well, suspension for dodging the war. And he's fighting in Atlanta. So there's this guy that throw it in a party for all like the top-notch gangsters in Atlanta or that are coming into town for the fight. But somebody robs the party with all them gangsters in it. So they think it's the guy who threw the party. So that's Kevin Hart character. The whole time they trying to find him, and he's trying to prove his innocence before they find him. But it's based off a true story.
I can't.
Oh, you
wait.
talking about the shit with Samuel?
Yeah, Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson, the head boss in there. Terrence Howard in there?
Howard and Taraji.
Yeah.
I haven't checked it out yet either. It's on my list. I didn't get around to nothing this week.
Don Cheadle killed that. Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart actually killing
yeah.
that shit. I was surprised Kevin Hart doing his thing.
Man, Kevin Hart was good in that shit he had with Wesley Snipes. That shit was good.
Oh yeah, that was.
I mean,
good.
Kevin Hart's not a bad actor.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's not a bad actor at all, in my opinion. But what else you got?
I watched Challengers with Zendaya. Zendaya, and she played a tennis coach. Zendaya is not the Zendaya that my kids watch on Disney Plus in that movie. I was like the whole time, I'm like, I can't believe this Zendaya.
She not that on anything else besides Disney Plus.
Yeah, she was in Euphoria as a drug addict.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a weird movie, man. I was like, it was one of the movies where they low key pushing the agenda.
Okay.
And I'm like, but then they throw in like Zendaya half naked, so you're like, I keep watching.
Blink twice.
I heard that's good.
Gotta watch Blink twice. You definitely gotta watch Blink twice. If you ain't
What is
watched
it?
Blink twice, you gotta watch Blink twice. Blink twice is a good ass movie. It definitely embodies everything that's going on in Hollywood right now. And it was just a good story, and the ending ain't bad either. So like
That's what's up.
they
I might
did their thing.
Try to sneak to the movies.
Out of 10, I gotta give it a 7 or an 8. I ain't mad at it, man. Blink twice.
It's a scary movie.
Supposed to be suspense thriller, something like that. Yeah, it's a good ass movie.
Channing Tatum, Zoe Kravitz.
Yep.
Yeah.
What nigga Channing been
Yeah.
there?
And the black girl that played Whitney Houston.
Yeah, okay. I've seen.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
why
a
I
black
think she's so
woman.
pretty. I don't know why I think she's pretty.
Nah, she pretty. She a cute girl.
Yeah.
I like her and the girl that played in. Damn, I ain't remember the movie. Zola.
Oh yeah, I like her too.
Yeah,
I
she
like her
cute.
too. Listen, man, I also had up here, man, top 5 Michael Ealy villain roles. And when I was digging into this nigga don't really have many villain roles. So
Nah.
But did he say something about that?
Just the one.
he says he gets a lot of flack for Color Girls where he played Willie. And he dropped those kids out the window. But I think he was interviewing with the Bel Air's, what's that guy's name that plays?
I'm not sure.
Smith?
Will Smith. I'm not sure his real name.
He was interviewing with him, and I think his character on there was even a bad guy. He was trying to get Viv to cheat. He played this guy named Reed,
Oh,
the
yeah,
art
yeah,
dealer,
the art
and he was
dealer.
trying to get her to cheat. And his character in Reasonable Doubt is a prisoner. His name is Damon Cook. And the girl in Reasonable Doubt, she be creeping with this dude, and she supposed to be getting him free. If you never watched Reasonable Doubt on Hulu, you can check it out on Hulu. It's one of those like daytime. To me, it's like the new version of daytime like sitcom drama, just a drama.
Yeah.
Just some TV shit. I think it's a good show though. The first season was pretty good. Had some like dope black heavy hitters in it. He also played Carter in The Perfect Guy. I don't know if you remember that. He missed his white hair.
Yeah.
And then he played Derek Tyler in Fatale. I don't remember that one though.
I
I thought the white woman was the bad character in the Fatale.
Word.
Cause what I think
I don't recall.
Yeah, I
have to
thought
go
it
back
was
to
that they was like on a work vacation and he cheated on his wife with her and she kind of started to go crazy.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I did watch that one. Also, man, it's National Boyfriend Day, man. And Johnny said, who are the best TV boyfriends?
Oh yeah, they had a list of ones that you could choose from, or you could just think of one that you know.
I remember Dwayne Wayne was on that list.
Yeah, Dwayne Wayne. Hold up.
Probably Martin Lawrence.
I know my boy Lawrence from Insecure was on there.
What about old buddy from All American? Talk about Crenshaw.
I think Spencer should be on that list.
Spencer was a good.
Spencer
boyfriend.
had a lot of hoes though. He dated sister, and then he dated the friend and went back to the sister.
But every time when he focused on them, he was focused on them.
True.
Good
He didn't cheat.
boyfriend.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Well, they got-
Lawrence, why?
They got Dwayne Wayne from Different World. They got Fitz from Scandal. Ain't no way that nigga was cheating on his wife.
I think he was the boyfriend of.
He was the boyfriend of what's her name?
Fits.
Yeah,
He was the boyfriend. So
Oh, okay.
and he
Martin,
did protect her. So
Lawrence from Insecure. Overton from Living Single. Overton was down.
Overton might be top 5 of all time.
Q from Moesha.
definitely
Q.
Tommy from Martin.
Q got on my goddamn nerves.
Tommy. Okay,
Jamie from Jamie Foxx show.
yeah.
They loved us some fancy.
Tell me they got Cal on here with Maxine Shaw, attorney.
I didn't see her. They got Tyreek and Jordan from Sister. Them the last ones on their list.
Oh yeah, Tyreek and Jordan was a good. I gotta put my man Cal on there, man.
Tyreek is
he
in that fight night shit.
Word?
Yeah, I didn't even know that nigga was still acting.
I can't wait to see him.
He hated her. Well, they had a.
They was in a little situation.
They had a.
He liked
Maxine
that shit.
and,
Yeah, Cal loved that shit,
Yeah.
boy.
She put that thing on
She-
Kyle.
yeah.
Kyle, boy, that nigga started scatting after that shit. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
He ain't ready for it.
Them sex scenes used to make like they didn't show nothing, but just my mind would go crazy. Like that time when he was like they had lied about where they was at and they met at a hotel and they was having like sex all weekend pretty
Yeah.
much. And like every time they would get mad at each other, one would walk out. And it's a part in there where he about to walk out, and then she like, no, come back. And he was like, they had like a little flirt, and then she was like, get the spatula. And I was like, what they about to do with the spatula?
That's some freak stuff.
Yeah,
right
they was like portraying like they would have real freaky sex. That's kind of like what they would put out there to us, man.
I would think you spanking something with a spatula.
Hopefully.
I was only 10, 11. I ain't know. I was
You
just
don't
like,
know.
You over there
Now that
flipping
you got
burgers.
older, you really don't know.
Oh, I
Niggas
know
do some
exactly
freaky
what they
shit.
doing with that damn
Flipping
spatula.
twat
I
burgers.
can't say he was a boyfriend, but rest in peace to the actual actor. The dude from Euphoria,
Fitz?
Fitz, yes. He wasn't a real boyfriend,
Oh, he
but
was in love with that little white girl.
he looked out.
Love interests are always good.
He took care.
He was the redhead that sold the drugs in Euphoria.
Yeah, remember the
Yeah.
little brother
Yeah,
put
his little
himself
brother
in the
got shot in
bathroom?
the last episode.
Yeah, he passed
Not
away.
the little boy.
No,
Nah, his older brother.
His
Oh,
older
his
brother.
older
Yeah.
brother. Oh.
He died in a shootout. Matter of fact, that was one of the dopest death scenes. That shootout.
Man,
Yeah, that was dope.
That shootout went
I
crazy.
can't believe they went there with it.
listen, I just knew they was gonna cut to a commercial or something.
Top
Like,
5 shootouts.
Yeah. Top 5 shootouts. I don't know about
Real
that
quick.
one.
That's one of them.
There's a lot of them.
Is it now? Hold on.
Bad
now.
Boys.
If we counting like people getting gunned down,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. And I'm about to
I
have
was
the
gonna
name
say
wrong.
Ricky.
What was that? What was the Denzel movie with Nicky Barnes? Not Nicky Barnes.
Oh, American Gangster?
American Gangster. That last shootout when they came to bust the drug house. That shit was good.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Bad Boys when they went in that house.
Whew, Bad Boys might have some
Oh,
of the
yeah,
best
that,
shootouts.
that might be the best
Scarface.
one ever.
You talking about Bad Boys 2? Are we talking about Bad
The
Boys 2?
Jamaicans or
With
the
the
Haitians?
Jamaicans? The
Yeah.
Haitians?
Yeah, one of
I
those.
felt like SWAT. All they shoot.
Scarface.
Oh, yeah, Scarface
When they went
gotta
to the
be.
club.
Oh, the last one.
Oh, the last,
last
one.
When they came up in his
At
house.
the end when Sosa sent them troops through. That was a good shootout.
You ever seen Cigarro?
Nah. Oh, Sicario.
Sicario.
got
Oh, okay, I
crazy
heard that was
shootout.
good.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sicario got
Oh,
crazy
Hateful Eight
shit.
had a good shootout scene.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
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 Even the
yeah.
extended version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, is that all of them?
man.
There's a whole bunch of
Sicario.
'em.
That you remember when they
Oh,
was on that
Django.
bridge?
Man,
Oh,
I
yeah,
got a faded memory
Django.
of
Oh,
it, but
yeah, the last
I
scene in
love it.
Django. Well, not the last scene, but when they.
when they in the house.
Yeah.
I ain't
Django.
like the shootout in Django.
I mean, it was very like fake gore, but
It was good. I think I like when the kills is getting executed more so than the actual, because it was a lot of back and forth. You right, that was good because he shot him. He had to get the gun and find a spot to even get. Yeah, you're right. That was a good.
What about
Damn.
the Deadpool intro? The new
Man,
one. Is
yeah.
that considered a shootout?
That might be that's an argument.
That
for
shit was
top
cool.
5.
No, Cigarro's probably.
I gotta
was
watch
the
that
best.
one. I
Part
never
of
seen that.
Sicaro, though.
When this cartel was on the damn freeway and they was trying to pass through customs and they was in the car, nigga, and it was like 6 of them niggas in one car. It was like 6 cartel members and they was trying to get through customs, but
Maybe go watch the car. It's been a minute.
the police dudes was there. You remember the police dude, the Spanish guy?
I gotta go watch it.
Well,
now.
anyway.
I know you talking about because my man in it, the actual Spanish guy, my man in he played in the HBO shit. Ain't he in Sicaro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That nigga. So, anyways, the niggas get through and right before they get through customs, nigga, the niggas start tweaking out, the Spanish niggas, and the niggas open the door, and all them niggas hop out with like Uzis, nigga, like on customs, nigga. I'm talking about laying niggas down.
Nah, I gotta go back and watch Sicaro.
That shit
check
was
it out.
real.
Sicaro.
It was everybody
There's a
was
lot of
getting
scenes,
shot.
Now that I think about it, America got a lot of shootouts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our shootout scenes
Two
be
Guns
crazy.
with Denzel and Mark Wahlberg. They got
Oh,
a nice ass fight
Oh,
scene at
yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
John Wick.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
whole
of course.
movie.
John Wick is a cheat code, but honestly,
Why?
the first John Wick, the first shootout in John Wick, that's the only John Wick I ever seen. And that first shootout after they kill his dog, it's crazy. Like the very first one and number 1.
What's
Yeah.
the one shootout, or not even a shootout? What's the one killing that broke your heart though? If it's the same for everybody across Black culture.
Definitely wasn't that dog.
You talking about
Jerome?
Officer Ricky? I mean, I was got a nigga Officer Ricky.
Talking about
Jerome.
Ricky and Boys in the Hood, that shit didn't break
Yeah.
my heart.
When Jerome
Well,
died, that
that's
shit
it.
broke my heart.
Oh, on
On
Snowfall.
Snowfall, that shit actually broke my
that
heart.
shit fucked me up.
I was like, no.
That shit, that was a good shootout too.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. Yeah, let's say it's like in our culture nowadays.
I'd rather Franklin had got shot than
Yeah,
Jerome,
for
bro. Like, damn.
For
That nigga
real,
knew how to
man.
squabble. I did not want him to die.
yeah, he
I'd rather
was.
for his girl to got shot than him.
Right,
That
man,
shit.
I hated this girl,
I
man.
hated her. She got on my nerves, man.
Man.
All right, man. Let me advance us, man, into news.
Shout out to Franklin. Though.
The vice presidential debate was this week,
Shout out to my nigga Tim Walls. Not really, but shout out.
and JD Vance. It was a far better debate, a more presidential debate. A lot of people were saying that JD Vance did a good job in this one. So they kind of saying he the winner. They say Walls looked like he was, like a newbie, looked like he a wet noodle, a fish out of water.
Yeah, he was stuttering.
Who vice president is he?
That's
That's he's on
Walls.
Kamala's
is.
ticket.
Vance is Trump's.
Damn.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on the debate?
I only saw a snippet, and I thought it was interesting that JD Vance was fact checking, and it turned out the fact checking was still incorrect in some instances.
Niggas, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it was more interesting. I will give it that.
Do y'all think there's an opportunity for people to get back on the Trump side of this thing, or is it a runaway for Kamala?
I think it's close. I still think it's gonna be. I still think he can win.
What are the hot button issues for you guys?
For me, the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the main thing on my list. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm almost 40.
Economy.
And, yeah, the economy, inflation, which I guess is part of the economy.
Mm-hmm.
The main things that I feel like that really directly affect me right now is the economy.
Project 2025 because it deals with women's contraceptive rights.
I do want to talk about Project 2025. I was listening to that interview this week.
Oh, that Byron Donalds.
Yeah, that Byron Donald interview was really good. If y'all get a chance, go out there, check it out on the Breakfast Club. That Project 25 thing was written. I went to the website. That's written by somebody that has no affiliation to any of those people.
Yeah, that's what I said a few
True.
weeks ago.
So I'm trying to
that's
understand.
very true. I think what why it's become a hot topic is because there has been some quiet yet not so quiet support from people that are part of the Republican Party or people that support Trump. So it automatically gets linked to him. It's like, oh, he's backing this up because he does the same thing that he's always done. He never directly condemns it or says, no, I'm not for it or whatever. Like, he just shies away
Right.
from it. But but you're right. It's been
In the debate, he said, I don't know anything about that.
yeah.
Right.
So to me, that's condemning it.
Well, I think it's. I want to say it is condemning it. I think it's just basically one. I don't think why would he not be briefed on it? if it's such a big topic out there and he's running for president, he has to know something. He might not have read it, but someone's gave him on his team, let him know what it's about. And he's got a decision there that if he's really not with it, that he can say, from what I've heard, I don't agree with it. But he can't do that because he don't want to lose support.
Because the people that support him support it.
But I don't see anything like that's like if the majority of black people came up with a manifesto that did something heinous to white people, and Kamala knows that we are her main vote.
Yeah,
I don't see her saying I don't rock with that. Because she don't want to lose that vote. I mean,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I think people just want. I think it's concern to people because he's not really speaking out against it. But like I said, I see what you're saying. Like he really can't.
And I think the guy broke it down the best. He said people write stuff like that all the time, and that it's been written for both. There's stuff like that written for both sides. Right. And also just knowing what's in it, like with all the legislation that's in place, how would that even become a thing?
Yeah.
Like how could you give absolute power to one person in 4 years?
I think that's the thing. It's because yes, a lot of stuff is written like that all the time, but this one has gotten traction. Why? And that's the biggest hiccup. Why?
Yeah. And another thing with that is the Heritage Foundation, they write that every election season.
Yeah.
And they choose this year, before the election started, they said that J.D. Vance was their pick for president.
Yep.
So it's like you pick the guy that they had listed as their president too. So I mean, it does, but he was right. Like it's so many foundations. It's all a lot. Like they pretty much like a group of politicians, ex-politicians, like people that like D.C. people. Washington people, and they got their own foundation. There's a whole bunch of foundations out there, just like there's lobbyists out there.
But why be scared of something I feel like is far-fetched?
I mean, the obvious reason is it's something they could use against Trump. So why not boost it up?
But I'm saying, like, as a citizen, like that project is far-fetched.
I don't
because
know.
the way our government is structured, nobody has any power. You have to vote on things.
You have
Everything
to vote
has
on
to
things.
be voted.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that it's not that people are scared. Yeah. It's more so you have pieces of that in totality. No, it's not gonna. It will not come into fruition tomorrow. We know that. I don't think the citizens are dumb enough to think that. But I also understand how, because this has been done in the past, that laws and things have been picked and pulled that, okay, we can't make Project 2025, but let's take, I don't know, page 4 and 6. We can push those things. So it's like the fact that this manifesto is in existence and it allows for things to be pulled from it, all of it is concerning. All of it is concerning, and especially if you are, ultimately, if you are a woman, if you are a young family that wants to start a family in the future, like it's a lot. It is a lot.
But they're not letting people freeze their eggs.
That's a part of contraceptive rights.
Do you think even with a Democratic president, do you think they can reinstate women's rights to their reproductive health? Do you think they can reinstate that in 4 years with the Supreme Court?
No.
And I think the House is Republican.
Really, it's the Supreme Court at
It's
this
really
point.
the Supreme
Because
Court,
what they would
yeah.
have to do is bring up another court case from smaller courts that the Supreme Court would have to vote on and make like a federal law.
And then they would have to turn a vote, right? Because the Republican
But
Party
yeah, the
is
Republicans, no matter who's president, Republicans still got the Supreme
They
Court.
have majority, but to
unless
say that
somebody leaves.
yeah, I don't think that it's impossible that they can.
the
They
motherfuckers
can't
just
do
won't
it
die with it.
because it was overturned in 4 years. So if it can be overturned, we've seen things happen in the blink of an eye. So
It's possible. Like I said, they would have to
yeah.
bring up another, because that's all the Supreme Court do is they take an old court case and basically they decide. And then whatever they decide, that's now the law of the land.
Gotcha.
So they just have to find another court case that's got something to do with like reproductive rights or abortions, or if someone received a legal abortion. And then if they vote, and basically that vote could change Roe v. Wade.
All right, man. Well, that was the best presidential debate. Good luck, you guys out there in November. We got 40 days. Yeah,
Less than that, like 30-something days.
30-something days? I got a
It's
month.
November 6th,
but
I
there
think.
are some states. I want to say South Carolina just announced they're pushing back their voter registration deadline due to the hurricane.
Boy, they about to fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think they should let Trump supporters and Kamala people vote at the same time.
They do vote at the same time.
I know they do, but
you
I'm
want
just
them
saying,
like out in the open, some Hunger Games shit.
I just feel like this the year that somebody gonna get hurt over who they believe in.
Yeah, I mean the polls
shit.
show it's a closest election, even closer than Biden and Trump.
That's crazy.
Polls say that.
All right, speaking of Iran bombed Israel this week. That was big news. They launched 200 ballistic missiles towards Israel on Tuesday. This was Iran's second attack on Israel this year. It launched 300 missiles and drones back in April. This missile barrage was in retaliation for what they called a violation of Iran's sovereignty and martyrdom of human political leader Ismail Haniyeh. I think I'm saying
Shout out
that
to my
wrong.
boy.
Who was killed by an explosion in Tehran in July. The attack was in line with legitimate right of the nations to defend itself. Wow. That's just an update on that. I suggest y'all to keep an eye on that war.
Yeah, y'all keep an eye on that baby oil in Diddy's closet. Y'all need to keep an eye on something
keep an eye on that war.
That baby wolf.
Also, man, Hurricane Helene was last week. We didn't talk about it on the show.
Tragic.
Man.
Because the day we actually recorded right after the tropical storm. And I was oblivious to what all happened to Western North Carolina. But in Western North Carolina, that would be like Asheville, Boone, Chimney Rock.
Yeah,
I
pretty
can't
much.
think of what else is up there.
Some of the surrounding areas like Gatlinburg.
Pigeons Forge.
Yeah, Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge is
Cedarville.
one, yep. Some of the roads are still inaccessible at this point, so if you're driving home on 77 and the traffic never ends, it's because they got to take a longer way to get home. So that's hindering rescue efforts. So they're sending helicopters and choppers to get things to people. There's still some people that are up on their roofs. There's still water as high as the roofs. At least 225 people have been confirmed dead, and the death toll is expected to rise. On Wednesday, Biden made a visit to Western Carolina in a flyover. This is something that they normally do, to survey the damage. He said that the federal government will cover 100% of the debris removal and emergency protective measures costs in North Carolina for 6 months. Now, FEMA is offering free temporary housing and hotel rooms to eligible residents. Governor Cooper was very appreciative of Biden's help. Now, on my timeline, and you could get me if I'm wrong, people are saying this is not getting enough media coverage. Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina were affected by it. Western North Carolina was affected by it, and they're saying it's not getting enough media coverage. It's not getting enough attention. I don't feel the same way.
I feel like I'm seeing it, but maybe because I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah, I live in North Carolina. My cousin's girlfriend posted something this week, and I was telling her, like, well, I just seen it on the news. This is the damage. They're sending FEMA help, da-da-da-da, because she pretty much put up a post like, I don't see nobody getting no help, da-da-da-da. Like, these people being forgotten about. And I'm like, I don't see that.
Right.
I went to the YMCA. They are collecting goods. And if y'all know anybody, they're collecting goods, and they're sending them up there to a checkpoint, and then they're sending a chopper in there to get those goods to those people. They water.
Yeah.
They collecting things around Charlotte. I don't know what they're doing anywhere else. And we live in North Carolina, so this is news to us. Which kind of makes me think that when they say things are not being put on the national news, I wonder if that's just national news. Like, I wonder if when things were happening in Katrina in New Orleans, it wasn't still on TV in Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, places around it.
Probably
you know,
was
where
all
you could
more-
have a bigger
more so.
effect. Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, we had a lot of donation efforts. I know some people that drove to the checkpoint. This guy I know that got a truck. He drove some supplies in Friday. Today.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's just bigger in our area than it is outside of the world.
It is bigger here because we live here. I
Yeah.
had a few meetings with colleagues up in Detroit, and they were not aware of the significance of the impact.
Yeah.
They were only aware because one of our managers was significantly impacted on our personal team. And our company put out a statement. The CEO did make a statement to remind that we do have a relief fund that helps employees, because a lot of our employees, especially remote, some of them do live in Western North Carolina. So but there are people outside of the surrounding borders of North Carolina, Georgia, and South Carolina that are not aware of how bad and how significant we are still. People in the West are still struggling. Well, west side of our state is still struggling. There are a lot of places in South Carolina still do not have power. They actually are so impacted that you have high school football tournaments that are now being reassigned or changed because students can't get to games, can't practice, can't do anything. So it's like we know about it because we live here. It's big to us because we live here, and we are able to donate. We're able to go to our breweries, and we're still seeing it on our timelines. Significantly, I think it is location specific.
I heard about this shit on the Joe Budden podcast, and it was funny because I know people who live here that listen to the podcast, and that was like they was like, oh, we didn't know it was that bad until they mentioned it on this show. So I am just not one of those people that believe it's only because we live here. I did see it on CNN. I did see it on and then just the fact that the president and FEMA came in to help. I don't know what more people would look for.
I think the severity is probably I think that's what they mean. Like, we see more of the severity of it because we're closer.
Gotcha.
Like,
and we're experiencing it. Like you said, 77. You drive that every day.
Yeah.
So we know it. Like we feel it.
Yeah, I was supposed to go up there this week and didn't end up going because of the damage and stuff. I was going to Cherokee.
I don't think. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, do they even still got a farm?
And then they have people that.
Good question.
For those that don't know, for people that I knew that were coming into town, they've hiked up the prices of the hotels here in Charlotte because this is one of the hubs American Red Cross uses when they displace people and they have to put people up. So if you are trying to get to our area and hotel prices are higher, that is why, because they're trying to prioritize it to go to people that are no longer having a home.
Well, to our 25 listeners, where can they go to help these people out?
There you go. A number of places. Like you said, American Red Cross. If you local, most breweries are doing drop-offs in Charlotte.
I know the YMCA is collecting goods.
The Y. Most jobs, like most of the companies, I know Truist, Bank of America. If you work for like one of the big bank companies, they doing stuff within the company. I mean, I would probably just go with American Red Cross because they probably the most well-known.
Also, if you got family up there, they don't have good phone service, so don't freak out just yet.
Yeah.
Their phone service is spotty at best. Sometimes they can't get nothing out, so it's hard for them to make a phone call.
It's tough. We've
phone
all
service
driven
up there is
through that
already
area.
bad anyway.
Like, you think about it, we done all been to Asheville or Gatlinburg or some part of that town, and those I think we even talked about it on here before. But like going up those windy roads and stuff, imagine that area getting flooded. They can't go nowhere.
They can't.
No,
they're stuck, and it's hard to get anything to them. Condolences to the family members of those that were lost, especially to the family members that lost everything. And Chimney Rock is completely flattened, so that's not a town anymore at this point. So
Asheville look bad too.
Man, them pictures from downtown Asheville.
That
What
look
make it
crazy.
so crazy is I've been there before. I've been smack dab in the center of Asheville
Yeah, me too. I love
before.
Asheville.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. And to see all that water, they ain't got no Wendy's, nigga.
Yeah.
That shit took the Wendy's
Everything,
out, nigga.
bro.
And the water's still high.
Yeah.
Man,
Like,
that's
the water's
crazy.
still there.
Romeo's is up there too, vegan burger. Shout out Romeo's vegan
man,
burger.
they-
Oh, they
hope
giving
they
out
do.
food?
But they
Nah, they got a
they're out
location.
there. They
Oh,
got
they
a
do?
location out there. And I talked to the owner, not Tigo, but the other guy, and he was talking about how bad it was. Man, it's just crazy, man. But blessings up to them guys.
Yeah, man.
They'll
Definitely.
be
If
able
you
to bounce
can
back.
do something. I did with my company. I did donate some money.
Yeah, man. This is a series of unfortunate events.
Oh,
I
yeah.
read some articles on it, man. That rain that we got the week before didn't really have a chance to just get out. And so that pre-rain before the actual shit, it was too much.
Yeah.
Because you would think the last place that would flood would be at the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you think Charlotte would flood first. So, man, let me see. P. Diddy. Nothing new here. Nothing but more allegations. 120 people are planning to sue him, saying that he has sexually abused them, exploited them. And then this new guy, lawyer on the case is saying on the side of the people that are suing, saying there's a long list of accomplices that will be released. And they have signed a new federal judge to his case, so he's gonna try to make arrangements for bail again.
Gotta keep trying.
Yeah. Man, it's over.
You gonna see?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if what he gonna. I mean, I don't know. Do y'all think he a flight risk?
I don't
No.
think he's a flight risk. I think that it could also be a safety issue. Didn't his lawyer or the prosecutor come out and say that once this becomes known, there are a lot of perpetrators that we'll be surprised about?
Oh, okay. So they trying to keep him safe, is what they say.
It could be.
It could be. Listen, I'm just ready. I'm tired of the rumors every day. Nigga, show me the videotapes. Who else is involved?
Well, I think they just signed something saying that they're not going to release stuff on social media. So I don't know what that means, how it's going to be released to the public.
Nigga, they showed us Cassie get her ass beat. They gonna show us something. They gonna show us something.
Yeah.
You got a point there.
And I really
damn sure
hate,
does, yeah.
I really hate that there's a fucking hotline. Like,
For what?
This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
stop making a fucking circus of it, because there were some people that were actually impacted.
What's the hotline?
For
It's like
if you
1-800.
if you were involved or harm a victim of Diddy,
Like Meslo Leon?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
shit. They wild for respect.
like I don't
he
think
didn't touch
that's
that
cool.
many people?
If you've come in contact with Sean Puffy Combs,
I used to wear a lot of Sean John.
even if he shook your hand,
Okay.
Yeah.
oh man, you wore some Sean John?
Yeah.
See, I
I'm
heard the
thinking
baby
about-
oil was in the fabric.
It might be.
Might
That
have
might
you
be
doing
why
some
that
funny shit.
velour is so soft.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy.
Y'all niggas silly.
All right, man. In sports, week four, the NFL wrap this week. Panthers are 1-3.
Shout out to Panther. We still in it, baby.
Yeah, we still in this.
Still in it.
Shout out to Panthers.
We still in it,
Just
Hot water?
opportunity.
nigga. Nigga, we wasn't even
Opportunity.
able. We didn't even know how to swim a couple weeks ago. I don't give
Listen.
a fuck.
In trouble.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's been a long time since the Panthers put up 24 points in a football game.
Right.
That's crazy.
Well, no, we put up more than that last week. But I'm just saying, it's been a long time since you watched the Panthers game, seen the opposing team score, and said, "Wait till we get that ball back. Wait till we get that ball back." It's been a long time. Like last year, all our games was like 7-30, 3-15.
Yeah. Garbage
like,
points.
Even when we won, it was 15-14. Like,
Yeah,
huh?
we only won because of the kicker last year.
Yes.
But
So
we got the Bears this coming up week. So when this drops, the game will be over. But I think that's a good matchup for us. I think we could win that.
oh yeah. I hope we can win, man. I mean, we got we got a chance.
Yeah.
We got a chance. I really need the defense to give Andy some more chances. Some more chances.
Yeah.
I did like when I was watching the game last week, the announcers mentioned, with Andy Dalton being a vet, like he ain't got nothing to lose. I'm like, shit, no one you know how most quarterbacks trip on the interception?
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he like, oh, shit.
I'm airing this bitch
I ain't
out.
even a starter here.
Yeah, I'm airing this bitch out, nigga. I don't care.
Nah, I fuck with it, man. We doing pretty well. You could tell they put a lot more money. They took money out of the defense to put it on the offense and basically the line.
You can see it too.
Yeah, because
can
that's
see it.
since I've been a Panthers fan, we've always had a great defense, and then we would just have a decent offense, except for the years that we had Cam, and we had like a really good offense and a really good defense.
I'm used to our defense making stops. I wasn't used to that.
Yeah,
Even in the season where we suck, I'm used to defense.
yeah, we've always had a
Being
good
good.
defense. So maybe that was just like because when David Tepper got the team, we were defensive minded. Jerry Richardson Panthers was all defense. So maybe it's just slowly trickling, and now this is what we're gonna get out of Tepper. It's like a high-powered offense.
I mean, that's the league now.
yeah,
That's the league. You got to be able to put up 40.
yeah.
You can't put up 40, 30, 40. You're not.
That is true.
not
It
winning
used
no
to be the
games.
defense was always the league.
I feel like the defense is still like you need that to win the championship. Like you need a good defense. But I guess if I look at the Chiefs, I won't say the Chiefs had the best defense. I feel like the 49ers had the best defense. The Chiefs had a defense good enough to get an offense enough opportunities to win the game.
And not half bad. They had good players in certain part of the defense that made them great.
Yeah. This week, man, already the Bucks have faced the Falcons at this point that we're recording. So
Go ahead and say it, bruh.
Kirk Cousins did his thing, man. 500 yards.
I tell y'all
in the
boys,
game,
man.
I ain't mad at it.
Kirk Cousins.
My boy Kirk Cousins,
man.
only NFL player to have over 450 yards with 3 different teams.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, shout out, man. Listen, shout out. I get love. I don't hate. My nigga podcasting now. You know, he ain't no quarterback anymore. So shout out to Kirk Cousins,
Shout out
man.
to my nigga Kirk.
The Panthers, like you said, got the Bears this week.
And he swag surfed after the game.
Yeah. He doing a lot of. Yeah, that wasn't you on quarterback, my boy.
Yeah, let about that.
That was not you on quarterback, my boy. Cowboys got the Steelers on Sunday night. This would already have happened, but I'm definitely taking the Cowboys. I know y'all like, man, this nigga really on the Cowboys nuts this year.
I think I chose the Cowboys for that one too, because the
I'm-
Steelers gotta lose one.
Yeah, and I'm embracing it, man. I'm embracing this Cowboy shit, man. Fuck it. I'm too busy. I'm not fighting with y'all fans.
And
anymore.
also, it is funny how like quarterbacks really to be the situation, because Justin Fields was so bad that Chicago had the number 1 pick, and now he's over in the Steelers, and the Steelers undefeated.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good system.
Yeah.
Good coach, all that.
And he never, like Mike Tomlin, the coach of the Steelers, he never really had an elite quarterback. He had Roethlisberger, but Roethlisberger was like on the tail end of the
He's
career.
definitely submitted.
So it's really cool to see him finally have a quarterback with some athleticism.
Wasn't there 2 Super Bowls with Roethlisberger that they won?
What's it called? Bill Cowher won one, and then he left, and then Mike Tomlin won one with him. Yeah.
Okay. The Saints got the Chiefs, man. I am taking the Saints in this.
I got the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Saints in that. That's gonna be a good Monday night matchup.
I'm going Chiefs.
Definitely a trap game for the Chiefs, but I think they can pull it out.
We'll see, man. They play like, I ain't never seen a football team do this, but they play like, all right, let's turn it on.
Yeah, exactly. And Travis Kelce not even having a good season.
No.
And that's their best like weapon. So just imagine when he get and Pacheco out, like that team is finding ways to win, and they missing 2 key parts of their offense right now. So shout out to Kansas City. Mahomes going for that 3-peat, and it probably gonna happen.
I mean, I hope so. I'm pulling for Mahomes. I don't really dislike Mahomes. I like Mahomes. I like Mahomes. He's nice with it.
My homie.
Devontae Adams is looking for a trade.
Nigga trying to get up out of Vegas.
Peace, nigga.
Receiver made me not really like him like that.
Yeah, he was a little. He definitely is
He
a
a diva.
receiver. Yeah, he's a old school diva receiver.
Like, if he not getting the ball, then it's not a good day.
Yeah, and some people, CeeDee Lamb is like that too, but he get the ball.
I mean, yeah.
The days he don't, he'll let you know that's why they lost, because they didn't throw him the ball.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, that ain't. Those guys don't ever learn. Like, y'all didn't learn from Chad and Terrell. Like, that ain't how you win a championship.
Definitely not. But receivers, for some reason, man, they got that ego about them.
And it's 3 of y'all, mainly on most plays. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, who you think gonna get the ball? Whoever open.
And he got Garner Minshew, man. Like, I know he think he want to get back up there with Aaron Rodgers and go to New York, but you got to think of who throwing you the ball. Some throws they just not gonna be able to make.
Now, that is true. Now, he hasn't played with a good quarterback since Aaron Rodgers. So, I see why he said he want to go to the Jets.
Well, we'll see. Tyreek getting a little upset down in Miami, too.
I mean, I would be too. Nigga, y'all lost too.
Who?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, the
okay.
guy y'all thought was gonna beat Noah Lyles.
We didn't thought. We still think.
Yeah, well, they said they gonna try to put it together, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait too. You gonna be mad?
Nah, I'm gonna be over here excited. I'm
You
trying to
look too
tell y'all,
confident.
bro. It's different. It's levels to this.
You're a little too confident. What was I about to say?
Tyreek
How
don't even
OBJ
want to
doing?
win.
Does OBJ even get minutes?
No, he hadn't played. Yeah, he just
Okay.
started practicing.
All right. The other team for Devontae is the Saints, the Commanders, the Bills, the Chiefs, the 49ers, and the Steelers.
Bills would be nice. 49ers get him. That's unfair.
How can I trade him somewhere he don't want to go? That's what I would do.
Well, you probably just take what you best thing you can get from him.
I would trade that nigga to somewhere where he would hate. I'd trade that nigga to the Browns. Bye.
But Deshaun Watson or the Bills. I mean,
Get
or
the
the
fuck outta
Giants.
here.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark, WNBA Rookie of the Year. I doubted you. I'm sorry. I thought you fell off.
I want $33 on that.
19.2 points, 8.4 assists, the league best, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal per game in 35 minutes of play nightly.
That's hustle.
I'm ready for that college women's basketball to get back on the road. But
Right around the corner.
yeah. And this is about to wrap up, man. The finals for the WNBA.
Yeah.
next week.
I think it's in the semis now.
Yeah.
So within 2 or 3 weeks, we should be done.
And my boy, now this pissed me off, man. I don't even want to get. I ain't even gonna. I'm gonna peel the tape off slow with this one. I've been getting league pass for the past 2 years, and all I watch is the Knicks because they come on about 8 o'clock. So I see a lot of Knicks basketball, and I fell in love with the Knicks, man. I fell in love with the Knicks. I fell in love with Julius Randle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was my guy. He was really, really out there balling. They was looking good. It was like the best comeback story ever written. And then what they did in the playoffs last year. And then when we
was amazing.
we check out of this podcast last Friday, and these motherfuckers got the nerve to trade Julius Randle to the fucking Timberwolves, man. That shit pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a good trade.
I don't want Cat. I
Why?
don't want Cat. I want the same squad
You a
healthy.
New York fan, or which one are you?
I like Julius. I like New York. I don't want Cat on New York.
All right,
I want Julius to come back.
that's fair.
Yeah, hopefully Cat can handle being in New York. Cause I don't get me wrong, I think he's a great player. But you gotta have a certain grit to like play for New York.
Oh, yeah.
And you've seen that happen in the past to players that go there and they just don't live up to expectations because the city demands a lot of them.
What is he requiring of him? Like, I know you can't eat like certain things, but like, what else they require you not to
Oh,
do?
nah, it's just the fans are just
The
hard
fans
on
and the
them.
media,
If you
yeah.
losing, they gonna boo you. They gonna you gonna be walking down the street with your family. They
don't
gonna
s-
tell you suck.
I don't see them losing. I just got used to that group. Like, I was even mad last year because I remember last year James was like, man, they made a good trade when they traded for, what's my man? Not Mitchell. Was Mitchell Robinson they traded for? They traded
And that's
for,
another reason they picked up Cat.
No,
Still
they
there.
traded for, what's my
Are you
man?
talking about R.J. Barrett left?
RJ Barrett love. I was in love with RJ Barrett, and they picked up my man. He balled out. I can't think of
Obi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Obi Top.
Yeah.
No, not him.
They
The,
traded Obi too. They got rid
They
of Obi.
dude they got from Toronto.
Toronto. OBG went Obi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So I mean that worked out.
Ananobi.
I hope this works
shit.
out. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see the Knicks go to the. For some reason, I like the Knicks. I want to see.
I think that is the East. The Celtics, the Knicks, possibly Philly.
Yeah. Philly. Philly. So I want to see the Knicks do good. If this Cat thing is gonna help, cool. You know what I'm saying? It looks like they're handing the keys over to my man
Brunson.
Brunson. Yeah. It looks like they're handing the keys
Definitely
over to Brunson.
Brunson. I can see Brunson or Luka winning MVP this year.
They sent a clear message to Julius, like, all right, this is Brunson's team, and we don't need you.
Yeah. I might watch the NBA this year. We'll see.
They traded him for they traded him and Devontae DiVincenzo, man, who really got popular during those finals,
My guy.
those playoffs. He dropped hella points.
Yeah, he did his thing. And they all played together at Villanova. That's another reason they had so much chemistry.
Oh, okay.
Hart, DiVincenzo, and Brunson.
They made a hell of a run, man. The NBA season will start here Halloween week. Normally,
The
that's when it
26th
starts.
is the first game.
Yeah.
October 26th. Yeah, it's opening week.
Week of the Halloween, so it's coming up fast, man. This year is
and
wrapping
then that
up.
play-in tournament. I'm not playing. That mid-season tournament comes up like within
December.
the first. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been
after
looking.
the first month.
I actually been looking at like flying to somewhere to watch a game, and then that week it's like this week in December that I'm looking at, and all of the play-in games. So it's like nothing set on the schedule.
Oh, okay. It's just TBA.
Yeah, it's like TBA. Yup. All right, man. Rest in peace, John Amos passed this week at 84 years old.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all know. Did y'all know he played professional football in the AFL?
No, I didn't know that.
Played for the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. He signed on as a free agent. They told him to quit.
That's crazy.
I mean, a lot of actors come from like sports.
This
Terry
nigga played in
Crews.
the AFL.
Yeah, that nigga's old as shit.
Not the AFC, the AFL before they was the NFL. This nigga
Yeah.
played in the AFL.
Old as hell. Old as
That's
hell.
crazy.
He
But
died
shout
at
out to him.
84 years old, man. If y'all don't know who that is, John Amos is famously known for his role on Good Times. Pete Rose passed at 83 years old.
Crazy.
He played for the Reds, the Phillies, the Expos. He's a 17-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, a 2-time Golden Glove. He's got a list of accolades.
But not a Hall of Famer.
He's famously known for betting on games and being banished from the Hall of Fame. Here we are in 2024, and all you see is gambling ads. I'm gonna tell you the ill shit. If you go to a state where you can gamble, and you go to the team's game, in the game you can get the ticket to bet on the game. At
Yeah.
the game. So
The Hornets are doing that this year.
oh, we got one in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the dope shit. You can go to the counter, place your bet, and enjoy the game. Pete Rose, man. Rest in peace, man. They did you dirty, my boy.
Yeah.
Dikembe Mutombo passed this week, too, at 58.
That rest in peace to my dog.
Played 18 NBA seasons for the Nuggets, Hawks, 76ers, Knicks, Nets, Rockets. He's an 8-time NBA All-Star, 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. He's most known for his humanitarian work. He created the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation to improve living conditions in his home of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and was a global ambassador for the NBA basketball. So just spreading NBA basketball around the world.
He played with Iverson. I remember them times. I remember back in the day, I had NBA Showdown 94 on Sega Genesis, and he was with the Nuggets.
Oh, yeah. I remember when he played with the Nuggets.
Yeah, the Dikembe was crazy.
That's all I had this week, man. Y'all got anything before we check out of here?
I'm gonna watch for more news on John Amos.
Oh, y'all don't... He didn't die of natural causes?
I believe he did die of natural causes, but he died in August.
Dang, really?
Oh, yeah, he did die in August.
He
That
died in
is right.
August.
It's just now...
His son just reported it, but most of his children were not aware that he had passed.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I believe the son that was his caregiver did not inform. So it's a very sad story. I don't understand why it came out, because I remember it coming out before, and it kind of got swept under the rug. Like, it was like, damn, that's crazy. And I didn't hear nothing else about it. And then so I don't know why they released it again recently, but I think it's because it's saying he died of natural causes. But I guess the plot twist is he was cremated, reportedly, or allegedly. So how would they even determine that? I don't know. It's
Right.
just, it's a very sad situation. So
Damn, John.
Right. I was going to say, I watched this movie on Netflix called His Three Daughters. That shit had me almost crying a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
his
I need
three
to watch it.
daughters.
Yeah, it's about a guy who's he basically on his deathbed, and two of his daughters don't live with him, and one of them lives with him. But while he on his deathbed, all of them are staying in his apartment, trying to just get arrangements in order and things like that. And then the daughter is basically like, they all three different personalities, and they all going through like how they've all had different experiences with their father. They first they don't really get along, but towards the end they get along. But it was pretty good. I watched it one day while I was working. I said, all right, it's a pretty good tearjerker.
I ain't watched a good tearjerker in the movie. I did see John Amos' daughter post him and her dancing. That shit almost made me cry.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that was really sad for me.
Yeah, that was sad.
and
as
she
fuck.
didn't even know he was gone.
Yeah, nah, that was sad. That was
Crazy.
sad. Your last dance with your father. Just, yeah, man.
Yep. Shout out to Luther. That song go hard.
I got a lot of shit to watch this week. I did watch the last episode of Pop the Balloon. I'm not gonna lie, it was lackluster.
Yeah, they didn't have enough contestants. They only had 6 guys.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one, but we made some matches. But
Yeah, they got to do that one again.
yeah, they gotta give me something better this week.
I
man.
wonder if people just didn't show up or why. Or maybe the hurricane kind of stopped travel because they only had 6 contestants. I never seen that before.
Nah, that's
Once 2 of them got pulled, there was only 4 people left for the rest of the
Oh, wow.
girls.
Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. It could have definitely stopped travel. I did not think about that at all. All right, man. Y'all got final thoughts?
Nah, man, just happy to see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, Johnny.
Thank you. Stay grinding out there, people.
I never know
What
if
you
you tell
want.
the truth.
I'm just gonna accept it either way.
Thank
I
you.
like to
Thank
think
you.
that I'm the highlight of his Fridays.
Thank you.
Oh wow,
Y'all can you can achieve anything you believe, people. You can achieve anything you believe.
that's very positive. I like those
Facts.
positive words.
Yeah. Did I ever tell that quote I
Daddy, are you on the radio?